Happy Halloween. I thought, what the heck? It's Halloween. Things are closed down here. There ain't no kiddies coming around. I'm going to dress up and look like a fool. How about that? All right. So, hi. Good morning. Good morning, all you fine folks. Let's turn on the chat here and see what we got. Boom. Oh, check it out. You probably can't see that because I can't make it focus back there, but Jack's wearing a vampire mask. Unscripted for sure. Quarantine here. Let's check this out. Oh, Michael, hello. We got a ton of people. We got Selton, who has a question that I'm going to answer. We got Pedantic Dan, hello, sir. We got Pete, hello. And apparently he did a cool presentation. Woohoo! Which I'm going to see later. Who else we got? Raven Wolf, nice channel. Dude's into like some serious 1980s, maybe tech stuff. Worth it or not. Great review channel. Walter being Detroit. Dude's going to change Detroit one video at a time. Captain Jack, who's just an awesome dude. He's got a question, worth it or not. Kenneth Daisy. Ooh, spooky elevator music. Hello, Kenneth, and welcome. More Captain Jack, Walter, doodle-doo-doo. Michael Finn, hello. I forgot the time difference again, but luckily I saw Kevin's update. Is Mike Clayton here, or did he forget also? Mike Clayton lives also over that way. I was going to dress up in a whole Scottish outfit for Michael. He's from Ireland. Cool, worth it or not. Walter, Jack. Captain Jack. Oh my God. Unscripted for sure. Pete. Quarantine here. You look like Gene Simmons. Hey, how about that? I didn't even think about that. I could have done the whole kiss. That was a creepy thing. You succeeded. Yay. Well, you've accomplished some of that. Sean Baxter. Hello, sir. Looking like the ghoul. RV Addict. Hey, man, you look like Eddie Van Halen. Oh, dude. You couldn't have paid me like a better compliment at all. If I could play guitar like him, I'd just be all done. Manual, hello. Oh man, you don't have a wrench, dude. Here's the thing, I give you a wrench and that way you can paste links and then you have to behave and stuff. So behave, because you could actually just dump everybody. You got a wrench. Oh, Sean Baxter doesn't have a wrench. Boy, Sean Baxter, there's something there. Should I? Okay, I gave him a wrench. He's a good guy. So, this live stream really is just kind of, as usual, Pierre, cute. You got a wrench now. There's a little blue wrench by your name, Sean. Quit complaining. So this live stream, I really wanted to, most of the people who show up here are, well, I'll just call you friends whether you like it or not. Your creepy uncle. I'll have to use a foot. Sean. I really wanted, every once in a while, I just like to tap the people that are with, and the people that come here are usually signed up at the university, which is really why I made that channel. Don't tell anybody else who was watching. And I kind of wanted to do a reach out. Like, I asked the questions. Wow. Not used to long hair. I used to have hair like this, although it was silky, smooth, and awesome, and was down to my butt, and I played bass, and that was too much information? Probably. I wanted to ask you guys questions. Because you were the guys, a bunch of other people, but you were the guys I care about. You guys at the university, other YouTubers, too much information. Well, I haven't even gotten started. I could really go down. Hey, look at this. See this? Check this out. Oh. That's my swag. No, I don't sell it. What you do is if you want some swag, you go up, like if you're a YouTuber or you go to Teespring, what you do is you make your own swag and then you order it at a reduced price. And then if you sell some, I don't try and sell that stuff. I don't make any money on it. And then what you do is you order like one or two of your own copies at a reduced price, and then you get some cool stuff. Okay. Me too, long hair, a long time ago. Oh, what do we got here? Pierre, get on. Check Philips 9172 Audio Technic Pro and the 44 MXL AC404 USB. They have their limits, but acceptable, better than ceiling mics. True that. This hair's going to come off. It's driving me crazy. Hoodies. Yeah, I got a hoodie. Anyway, I don't try and sell merch. I think I have 2 cups that I made on Teespring. One of, I even forget what they say. It says, just make that bleeping thing. And the other is, the worst video ever made was the one that wasn't. I sell them for like $12.99. I think I make, because you can't sell it at cost, I think I make like 25 or 50 cents on it. I've sold about 3. 2 of them I bought. Swag is not the way to go. Maybe if I had a gazillion subscribers. Okay, so I remember having hair barely. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you guys a question. I mean, you can ask me questions. We'll go over. Oh, we'll get to something in a minute. I wanted to ask you guys questions. I really wanted to reach out. I wish I could do this live. This should be a Zoom session. Maybe we should do a giant live Zoom session. Nah, we talk too much about things. We'll just leave that to the Wednesday YouTube thing. I just wanted to ask you guys questions. I am going to be pumping out a bazillion videos over, well, for the next to forever, like 2-3 videos a week. Boom. And I'm going to be pumping out sections of the OBS course and other courses like crazy, like 1 a month, maybe more. That's all great, but as a creator, as a YouTuber, as the university guy, pump up the jam. I should have had some really cool music here. As a creator and the university guy and the guy who makes the courses for you, hoping that you get it and you learn something or you're able to do something better, I'm good. I wanted to ask you guys, like specifically, what you would like to see or what you need and want or what your pain points are. I always go along and I think I know what they are. That's dangerous. I'd like to know what they are. So that's my first question. But back to Selton. Selton asked, in the beginning, the answer is 42. I want to see that new lens that you bought. And the real question is it really worth the price? Do you really like it or do you regret buying it? I need a sincere response. A sincere response. Selton, I love you, man. It's the Unscripted channel. Right now I have the Sony a7S III. I adore this camera. I am so glad I bought it. I am over the top with this camera, right? It's awesome. Then I tried to adapt, as you saw in a video, Metabones adapter and blah, blah, and it didn't work, and it worked in photos, and it didn't autofocus, and it was just da, 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 and I hated it, so I returned it to B&H. And then I went and jumped off a cliff and bought that 55 millimeter because it was close to the 50 millimeter that I use in the, well, it actually is that way, but who cares? The 50 Sunrise Water Media, what lovely hair. I bought that 55 millimeter because it matches my 50 millimeter, and I was able to, without tearing everything down in the other studio where I'm going to shoot, I was able to just move the camera back and get the same framing and everything else. I love this lens. You're looking at it right now. It's set at f1.8, and it just freaking is the super fastest, coolest, neatest lens ever. Now, if you're talking about that 24-105, the reason why I bought that and not some other lens is because in a Canon, I had a 24-105. And I also love this lens. Actually, let me see if I can switch over here. The light's going to suck. Yeah, here it is. The 24-105. This dude is beefy. I love this thing. It's just like my other lens. It's the lens cover. Same deal. Whoosh. Gives me my 24-105 throw. I always keep a lens hood on here just because, you know, if I ever drop the thing that breaks is the lens hood. the super, super sharp, super fast focus. And like my 24 to 105, what it does is it's an f4. That's the lowest you can go, which is plenty. What it does is like my other Canon, when I'm sitting there pulled all the way in to say 24 millimeters, if it's set at f4, when I zoom out to 105, it's going to keep that f4 aperture. I love, 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 love this thing. I usually use the 24 to 105 to take photos. Sometimes if I'm taking it outside and not in the studio, I'll mount this, and that way I can just set up my shot in, out, wherever I want to go. And then when I'm taking it out or I'm taking it with me, I'll grab this lens because I don't want to use that 55, which is wherever I'm pointing. I don't want to use that 55 because, you know, then I have to move camera and everything else, and this I could just jump in and shoot. I love this thing for photos. It takes awesome photos. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Love, 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 love. Look at those blinky lights. I mean, who doesn't like blinky lights? Comments. Pump Up the Jam. OBS course is excellent. Hey, check it out. It's $39. I'm doing a test, as you know, from my emails. I'm doing a test. I don't want to charge $79.99, $149, $199, $6,000, etc. for my courses. I really don't. But as you know, I spend a lot of time doing these courses, and as you know, I do this full time, so I have to pay bills and eat and keep on the lights, of which I have a lot. And what I really want is I want to be able to offer. If I were independently wealthy and I had a bunch of money, I'd just give them away for free. But what I really want to do is I want to offer them for, $19, $29, $39, $40, maybe $59. So it's affordable for people and they can get a lot out of it. And to do that, I have to have a lot of people sign up for them. So I'm doing this little test, figuring if I promote them, if I keep hammering it to people and I keep pushing this $39 price tag, and after it's released, it goes up. If I can get enough people to do that, then I'm like, great, I can survive, I can live, I can continue what I'm doing over at the university, providing a lot of value for these courses, and I can keep them really cheap, and that way I can just pump out these courses, and I can live. So that's the test. If I can just get enough people to buy that course as a test, then I'm like, okay. And I realize it's segmented down to OBS people, but it's also segmented down if you have this whole system set up like this, not like this. I do all my screen recordings. Like I'll sit here and go blah, 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 blah. And then I'll switch to this other monitor and I'll demo things over here. And or if Premiere Pro's running or whatever I'm demoing over here, and I have my mic set up, I have my camera set up, I'm all good, so I can just use a screen recorder. I don't have to pay for Camtasia, I don't have to pay for anything. If I had lower thirds, anyway, blah, 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 a lot of blah, blah. I really like this course, and I hope this test works out, because if it doesn't, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I really don't want to do that. What I'd really like to do, and I can't afford it right now, and I wish I could, is I would like to have like a yearly subscription. I don't know, $199, $99 if I had enough people. And then somebody just pays their whatever. Let's say it's $99 a year, and they just get courses, and I just keep creating courses, and people subscribe, and I can maintain that. And I just pump out a course every month or two, or probably more, and the free courses, and then it doesn't matter. You come over, you can take 1 or 2 free courses. You got a subscription thing for $99 a year. You can decide whether you want it or not every year. And then I just do these courses, and we don't have to deal with prices and all that other crap. That's where I'd really like to go. But this is all going to depend upon, and thank you guys for supporting all this. That's going to really depend on the number of users. Wow, that was a lot of freaking blah, 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 wasn't it? I do that a lot. Okay. Got swag now. Worth it or not? Captain Jack, thanks. I remember having hair, barely. We did that. The answer is 42. Sean Baxter. The answer is always 42. Yeah, oh good. You guys are talking about Pump Up the Gym. That's where we left. Pete Hallis. Yeah, it's a perfect solution. Well, I told them they looked like a deer in the headlights. Oh, good. You're getting an answer. What lovely hair you have. Thank you, sir. Sony over Canon. Are you really that happy? From Manuel. I really am. I have nothing against Canon. I used Canon for, well, their DSLRs and their mirrorless for 7, 8 years when I jumped in the YouTube channel. And I love them. I love the 5D Mark III, which I'm selling. I love my T3i, which I'm selling, because I got to pay for these things. I love Canon. I love their color science, and I love what they've done. Just what happened was when they moved to the R5 and R6, and there were problems, and the firmware updates, and they overheated, but they didn't, but blah, blah. I didn't have time to mess around with that stuff. I wanted a new, like my Canon 5D Mark III, I bought it 7 years ago with a 24 to 105 lens, and it cost me $4,000. And it went for 7 years. Now I got the Sony a7S III, and I expect to get another 3 or 5 or whatever, maybe even longer years out of that camera for YouTube without having to buy more stuff, which I do a lot. That's why I'm selling. You probably saw in my email, I have that link over to the university page where I'm selling all this stuff. I'm selling some lights. I'm selling all that stuff because I want to upgrade my lighting, and I want to upgrade certain things for the studio. And to do that, these new things are fairly expensive, so I need the cash to be able to do that. So I'm going to sell my old stuff. The stuff's awesome to some people who need it and are growing their YouTube channel or need it for videos or whatever. Anyway, I have nothing against Canon. I love Canon. I noticed you asked the C70. What do I think about it? I think it's great. I probably would have jumped on the C70, but I didn't want to wait till December. For me, the Sony a7S III is the perfect camera for me, for what I do. The lenses are awesome, like the Canon lenses. It shoots 4K. It shoots 422. It's perfect for what I do, and I can also just grab it and go, and it shoots great photos. If you know Jack Sloan, he'll take that thing out, and it only shoots 12 megapixels, and he just gets great photos. So that's the camera for me. Now what I've done is I have a tripod there, and the C-Stars, I don't know if you remember those quick release plates that I reviewed. I don't know why. Maybe they are. Maybe people are buying the crap out of them. All my quick release plates are gone. They're history. I don't use them. They're sitting in a drawer. And I have the C-Stars connector on that. I have the C-Stars connector on my tripod over there in the studio, on my jib, on my slider, on another thing that I'm going to be reviewing that I can't talk about till I think November 10th or 20th, which is going to blow you away. I promise it will. Like everything, I have this on, and I literally go over there, and it's stable, and it's solid. I literally go over there, and I twist the bottom. It goes click, and I walk the camera over there, and I go shick, and it goes click, and I'm done. Best thing I ever bought. My best purchase, other than that Sony a7S III for 2020, are those freaking C-Stars for my footage. They're awesome. I don't know why they call them C-Stars. It's a stupid name. Okay. Anyway, I love Canon, and the C70 looks great. I love Canon cinema cameras. I love the 200, the C200. I love the C300 and the 500 and the 700. They're awesome. Like Canon cinema cameras, in my opinion, for what you get for the money, are better than anything else. It's just my opinion. So I love Canon, but that's the guy for me. There's nothing it doesn't do that I couldn't make it do. Anyway, and it's only $3,500 instead of $5,900 for the C70 plus. Anyway, that's the Canon thing. Then we have, oh no, where'd it go? There it goes. Michael. Every week I listen to Canon and Sony stuff. Kevin, are there any Nikon users here, or is it just me? I don't know. There are a lot of cool things and a lot of cool camera manufacturers. Olympus still is going. I know Post Color Gear, Dave Andre likes them and uses them. I know they were bought. Pentax is still around, I believe. Nikon is still around. I know my brother, who does a lot of photography, he swears by Nikon. Whatever camera works for you, works for you. It's awesome. Unless you're doing video. And then you should get the Sony a7S III. Link below in the description. Actually, it's not. I'm joking. Sunrise, what's your current CPU, GPU, and motherboard? I don't remember. I think there's a way for me to come down here and see that. Is it manage or is it properties? It's probably properties. It is properties. Let's see what we got here. There's nothing weird that's gonna, like, people are gonna hack my system. Let's see what we got here. According to this, boop. No, that didn't help at all. According to this, I have Windows 10 Pro. Running Windows 10. The processor is an Intel Core TM is an i9 9900 CPU at 3.6 gigahertz. You can clock that, and I don't because I don't want to mess with clocking and have things crash. I have 64 gigabyte of memory in this. It's 64-bit, of course, whatever, pen or touch. La 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 la. Where else? The GPU. Where are you? Uh-oh, there it is. This should tell me something, shouldn't it? System information. Show me my system information. Ha! There we go. I am using something here. I forget what it is. Doesn't tell me. Where the hell is that? Anyway, it's a oh, there it is, right there. It's a GeForce RTX 2070. That's the card, and I believe it has 8 gig on board. I think it's 8 gig on board, and then I have a 2 terabyte SSD, an M.2. Sound like I know what I'm talking about. Has the boot drive where I keep all my applications and everything else, and then I have another 2 terabyte sitting on the system. And that's where I keep all my work files and everything else. And then I have a 16 terabyte spinner sitting over here where I back up my files. That's my system. I think I answered CPU, GPU, and motherboard. I think that answers that. Nikon always has been the king of photography. Yeah, they may be. I don't know. I'm not a photographer. Those Z5 and Z6 looks great. Certainly does. They're great. They keep coming out with cameras. See, that's the thing, is when I got, and I'm going to buy some new lights so I can have more lights for the next 4 or 5 years. When I bought this camera, like the Mark III, I'm like, I'm good. And what happens is when I bought this is I don't need to go off hunting on the newest and latest camera. I'm all good, so I can put my attention on creating things. Same with this computer. I can put my attention on creating things. I'm not like, ooh, I need this and I need more MEMS and I kind of didn't spend enough and I should have bought and I should have done and this monitor, and I was just like, cool, I don't have to, I'm not sitting here jonesing. I don't know if that's still a valid word or it's not PC or whatever, who cares. I'm not sitting here jonesing over a new computer or a new monitor or a new camera or a new lens. I can just create, because otherwise, as you know, we just go, oh, now it's the Z5, now it's the Z6, and now it's the Ursa Mini Pro. I don't care. I got what I need to produce, and I'm really happy about it. We need to get Kevin to review, oh, and FM1. Yeah, we need to get Kevin to review the Z5 and Z6. I would love to review the Z5 and Z6. I would love to review cameras. Unfortunately, if I reviewed cameras, I'd have to buy them with my own coin, and then I would be broke considerably because cameras are really expensive. So, hey, Sony, Canon. Hey, Canon, I still love you. You want to send me a C70 or a 500 or a 750 or a 700 or whatever? Or Sony, you want to send me cameras, or anybody else, send me cameras. Well, not everybody, but send me cameras over anything over $3,000, anything over $2,000. Send me cameras and I'll review them. I'll even return them when I'm done. Actually, I'm going to leave that to Gerald undone. There's no way I could review cameras like him. Sean, maybe I should sign up for the OBS course people keep talking about. No, the course sucks. What it is designed to do is charge you this extravagant rate of $39. And then what happens is I release a section of the course and I make you pay in double increments. So the next time, instead of $39, it's twice $39 for the next section, which is 39 plus 39 is some number. You know, I have an engineering degree. That's terrible. I think it's great. Grab the OBS one a must. It's cool, man. Stop all the blah, blah. Buy the dang course. Yeah, go ahead. I need a salesperson. I suck at that. I need a sales. I need someone who, an honest, ethical, hey, I'm going to take this over for you, and I'm just going to sell your stuff so you can just go off and create stuff. No, don't worry about it. Pay me your 40% or whatever, everything I sell. I'm just going to go sell the stuff. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab stuff, and I'm not going to be a pain in the butt. I'm just going to go sell stuff. Then I can be like, okay, I don't care anymore. I can just create stuff. Aaron, good morning, good morning, good morning. Pierre, it might be better for you as a monthly. I don't know. I don't know is the problem, is I don't know. What I do know is I have to make sure that the university is viable for me to keep paying. I pay a lot of money behind the scenes for that. And I know you're like, oh, you should switch to... No, stop it. I pay a lot of money to keep that university going, and with time too. So I need to make money. If I pay this much, I need to make this much to keep everything going and eat. Same with YouTube. If I'm doing YouTube and I'm making ad revenue, I need to make money, and same with affiliate links and stuff like that. Anyway, I don't know. That's the answer. I don't know. Yearly fee for the university, monthly fee for the university, per course fee. I just don't know. I do know the number of people I would need at the university to be subscribed to that on a yearly figure for me to keep the university viable. Same with the courses. That's why I'm doing this test at $39. It's going to be a huge course, and I may just say that was stupid. Manuel, love my 5D Mark III. I'm selling it. I do love this thing. I love it. The thing is it's, 7 years old. It's a great camera. I've been shooting on it forever. I shoot in 1080. Remember, it's a full frame, all eye. Shooting 1080, love it. Footage edits like, hey, look, I'm losing my hair. I love this thing. The footage is great to edit. I upscale it and add just a hint of sharpening. I love the thing. I could use it another 5 years, no problem. I just wanted to move. I mean, that's part of the thing why I moved to that Sony, because I love this thing and it's awesome. The other reason is I was getting a little complacent with my camera, because I just go in and I turn it on, format the card, go boom. I wanted to learn a new ecosystem. I wanted to get some new tech, basically. I am selling it. Captain Jack, if I steer a course of 270, that leads me into deeper waters. But if I steer a course of 90, then I would run around. So I need the best course that leads me to paradise. Captain Jack always does this to me. And then either 5 seconds or 30 seconds or 30 minutes or a week or a month later, I go, I get it. Or he explains it to me. If I steer a course, see, like that? Oh my God. Pete, my 5D2 works great. USB connection to OBS works perfect. F1.850 millimeter STM lens done. That's interesting. The thing I had a hard time with on my 5D Mark III, that's a beautiful lens, dude. That's a good setup. 5D Mark II is still awesome. The only thing I had a problem with that is you'll notice when I do the videos over there, the Canon, it used to be years ago they had autofocus. It's important, air quotes, air guitar. They had autofocus, but that meant when you hold down the button, it would focus instead of you having to manual focus. It doesn't mean the same thing now. When I'm over in that studio, I have to stay planted with my focus. This thing I don't. I can now move around. I can go back to the back wall and show things. It'll track me. Check. Hello. Hey there. Wow. You know, the one time I don't wear my headphones, what happened was the voice meter thing that I was using, for some reason in the background, it just ditched and died and flipped the hell out. I'm going to leave that up there so I can see those meters moving. It literally locked. Sorry about that. Interactive DNA. Happy Mother-in-Law Day, everyone in America. Even witches have their day off, but not mine. Yep, she muted your mic. Apparently so. No audio, mute. Oh, I thought it was just me. Is it me or Kevin's audio? Did it die? Let's furiously wave our hands around. I wish I could see that. Try OBS and make this stream in black and white. Oh yeah, I could totally do that. Let me go to this camera. This should be fun. Let me go to this camera. Actually, I don't want to do that. Or Nail say, don't do that. Let me go to this camera. I'm going to, let me add a filter. That should be fun. Do. Color key. Let's do that. All right. Let's do this. Oh, yeah. We could go crazy with that, isn't it? Oh, that's fun. Let's do, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't want to do that. Now I'm wasting all your time, aren't I? That's terrible. Whoa. Anyway, I'm not going to mess around with this anymore because I'm going to be wasting your time, which I probably already am. So I'll just stop doing that now, and I'll just look back at the comments. Dave Clark, boy, is he going to be mad when he figures out all that great stuff he was missed. Yep, now he's buffering. I don't know about the buffering, dude. That's not me. That's on your end. Kevin, I think you pulled the plug when you moved backwards. No audio. No, what happened was this voice meter that I'm using, for some reason, it's probably... Last time Windows in the background did some updates, it fragged my system. And then I had to have Interactive DNA bail me out, but now I know what happened. It just died in the background. Windows. So we're switching only to the chat. Here we go. Let me run through these comments and catch up real quick because I lost my place. Oh my gosh. You are muted. Ice never seen you so quiet. That's why I live streams. Pay attention. No audio. No audio. Someone needs to know his hotline. Actually, Andre does, but I don't have my phone with me. He's reading them. He's getting slowed down on the gear. This is funny to watch his hair and speak with his hands. Ian Craig, if someone comes onto this channel and sees a geezer miming with a wig on, they might think it's a class act. Okay. A geezer? They might think it's a class act? Okay. A geezer? Am I a geezer? You can figure it out. It's funny. No, he's getting old like the rest of us. He just need a hearing aid. Oh, we're going down this one, are we? We're going down the take pokes at Kevin one, are we? Really? I don't even know what to do. I think I found my next internship. Sean Baxter. He needs a bat light for these occasions. This is what happened when you drink vodka instead of coffee. I'm not drinking vodka. Coffee? He's going to realize it's 1746. Yep. Probably with monitor speakers or musician's headphones for the monitor, the audio, or the whole time. That could work. Blah, 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 blah. I wonder if he resembles his mom like that. Oh, Ian, who let you out today? Holy crap. Ian. We got 15 watching. What are the chances of a random person stumbling on this video? I don't know. Sometimes they do. I started recording video with the mic off. That's always fun. Kevin's renditions of Sounds of Silence. Recognition sets in. Aha, no. Rolling on the floor. Oh, no. Ha. He just discovered it. Blah, found it. Rolling on the floor. Oh, yes. Kevin realizes he's been blah-blahing to himself for 10 minutes. Isn't that what I always do? Yep. Feel the same way when I don't cut my hair for a long time. I'm glad it's recorded. Oh, yeah. On YouTube. I'm reading the face. That's a useful talent to have. He might seem to be handling well. That was worth the wait. Dan. Yay, woot. Okay, you're back. Check. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Welcome back. Hi, welcome back. As soon as you rolled back in your chair, the audio dropped. No, that wasn't it. This. Oh, let's do it again. Suckers. No, it was that thing. Something happened. Hallelujah! What version of voice meter to use? Don't use potato. I'm not using potato. I'm using voice meter. I'm using whatever you told me to use, and I don't even know how to see the version. I'm not clicking on things. It's working. Beat. Is banana better? Oh, here we go. Use the LUTs and OBS to turn into black and white. I don't want to do that. Nobody cares. All right. Jeez. All right. All right. Okay. Where the hell are the LUTs? Do. Let's go to here. Let's go to the filters. Nay wants black and white. Let's go to. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I don't know where it went. Isn't this fascinating? Image max, drop it back, color key, color correction. Well, let's use color correction. We could do it that way. Let's just do this. We'll just pull saturation out. How about that? Is that better? You like that black and white thing? I don't like the black and white thing. It looks weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's going away. Nay, somehow you always get me to do a bunch of stuff that I really don't want to do while I'm live streaming. So stop it. Sunrise, yes. Okay, thanks. Potato has too many bugs. Banana's more stable. Yep. Trick or treat, smell our feet, or we will pull down your mic cables. What? I can't hear you. He's muted. Ha 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 ha. We know how good your mic is because when you tried to spoof us, it picked up the sound of your mouth moving. Really? That means I need water. So let's have some more coffee. What time is it? 9:53. I didn't get a single answer from anybody about my original question. Very apropos. I know. I started on the code to allow chat from YouTube to control OBS animations, graphics, even when people type something special. So the chat could say, mic off, and your video changes. Or else? Whatever. It's my bad. I just need to watch the meter. That's all. There's the meter. And I usually close it. Okay, wow, did I catch up to the comments? All right, my original question, now that it's been 54 minutes minus 5 for the countdown, my original question for you guys was, I love y'all, and you're awesome, and I respect your opinion, except Nay, because he'll just deep dive into all this stuff that most people don't understand here. To hope that doesn't offend you. Oh, you should do this and add the LUT 242 from the 6 foot. Just stop it. I'm joking. I love this guy. Any chance of a recap of what we missed, or was that just stream of consciousness? I was talking about probably cameras. I don't know what I was talking about. Somebody asked a question, and it triggered my whole whatever. I think it was the fact that I don't care what you buy, use what you have, and make videos. And then it was, oh, I'm selling stuff to buy new stuff because the new stuff I want is all like 2020, and I want to up my channel, my game. And I'll be doing it. Maybe that was it. Maybe it was the thing. I'm going to be doing 4 videos a week. And I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how the YouTube editor works when I cut that out because it doesn't work very well. Any chance of a recap? How good is the Audio Techniques Pro 44? I have no idea because I don't use it. I don't know. Hey, I'm asking you the question. This is what I want to know. And I want some freaking comments in here or something. is going to happen. Threats never work. Don't do it. I don't even have to answer you. I want to know. Hey, Ron, hello. What were you saying about the light bulb? Oh, light bulb. Is that where we were? I was talking about this light bulb. And I was talking about, hey, use what you got. And if you're going to up your game, well, just go buy those $6 can lights and buy some white light bulbs, or light your background with $6 can lights back there. There you go. $12 in little can clamp lights and 2 little red light bulbs like this. And I turn it on and it changes things. That's what I was probably talking about. You don't have to spend a lot of money, although you should on the Sony a7S III. Link below later when I get to it. So I want to know what you guys want from me from the university. Like, I want you to go, hey, I want to know about lighting. Hey, I want to know about the Sony I want a course on the Sony a7S III or the ZV-1. Hey, I want how to look good on camera, or like, I want to know what you guys want. And also then for my YouTube videos, I make YouTube videos. I'm going to be making 2 and 3 a week, and I'm going to be pumping them out. Do you want editing things? Do you want camera things? Do you want general tips like focus? How do you get focus? Well, now we don't care anymore when you have that. How do you shoot? What's the best way to edit? Like, I want to know. You were the guys who showed up, and you were the guys who you always show up. And so you're the guys I'll probably listen to, other than Interactive DNA, because he'll tell me I should be using, a Rec 603 rather than a Rec 709. Everybody will be like, what? Do you want the color course redone? Like, what do you want? When I wrap up this OBS course, I'm going to jump into some cool stuff. I want to know what you guys want from the university. I want to know what videos you want from me. There's my pointy finger pointing at you. Isn't that amazing? What? It's amazing. So that's what I want to know, and then we'll get back to this. What was he saying about light bulbs? What he was saying about light bulbs. Gene Waddle, random stuff, message retracted. Gene said a bad word. Interactive DNA, I have an idea, or could be that light. That would have been funny if you had pronounced B-O-L-B, bulb. It's B-U-L-B. Frickin' foreigners. Michael, I want more about affiliate links, how to get them, how to add them, etc. Funny you should ask, sir. I'm going to make a video. I might just make it for the YouTube Academy. I always go down this thing. I'm just going to make a free course for people. And whenever I do that, my wife wants to shoot me in the face because I have 6 free courses over there. Like today, I watched my emails. And over there's someone like enrolled in the university. Okay, free course. And then they go off and then they never given me any money or exchange me. Although many of you guys have gone in and bought courses and even given me donations, and I really appreciate it. And she knows that I would just give everything away and never make any money ever because I love helping people. So that was a long-winded thing. I'm winding again, so I'm looking at the meter to make sure I'm still talking and everybody can hear this awesome freaking rant. So I'm kind of long-winding again, and you can tell when I long-wind because I either have something important, I think, to say, or I don't know. And in this case, I don't know. I'll add that to the YouTube course about affiliate links and stuff. If you saw in my email, I'm going to do that. I may make a video for YouTube and say, hey, here's how to just nail this whole affiliate link thing. Or maybe I'll just make a little link and go, hey, here's a low cost, how you nail affiliates, set it up, get it going and everything else. And I'll just make a short course like that. That'd be kind of fun. We want the planning to do 2 to 3 videos a week. The planning of it. Yeah. I mean, I can tell you that. I'd probably throw that into, that's another one for the YouTube course. I got a bunch of bonus videos coming for that. I'm planning to do 2 to 3 videos a week. There's a lot to it. Part of it And part of the key to doing that is making sure you do have your lights and your cameras and everything set up so you can just kick things out. That's process number one. There's the process of shooting, there's the process of editing, there's a process of uploading, and then of course there's a process of, well, how do you plan this video? It's not that hard. Editing course with LumaFusion. Oh, now Walter wants to just kill me. LumaFusion. I did have this idea, and I still have this idea. I just haven't been able to. Thank you for all the responses, by the way, you guys. I really do look at this and appreciate it and try and make videos and courses that you want. I do have this thing where I think I spoke about this before, where here's what I do is I shoot a YouTube episode. It's air quotes day. Doot, doot. I shoot a YouTube episode, and what that episode includes is it includes me in front of the camera. Good camera, right? Me in front of the camera, me demonstrating a product, me doing a little green screen work, me shooting some B-roll, and all the footage is good, and all the audio is good, so you don't have to really, well, worry about all that, trying to do that. And what I would do is I would take that footage and that entire episode and I would edit it in Premiere Pro and show you how to go from that to the end product of render and upload. Then and the reason why I would do that, so you could download the footage. You don't have to worry about, is the camera in focus? You don't have to worry about this. It's an editing course. And what I would do is then I would do, and you know what the end product is. So when you're in Premiere Pro and you're editing, you get to the end, you're like, wow, I pulled the green screens, I got titles, I created cards, I created overlays, I saw how to maximize my sound quality and set all that up and round trip things. I saw how to pull a green screen properly within Premiere Pro. We'll stick in that, blah, blah, blah. So you know what the beginning is, you have the footage to work on, and then you get to the end. That's Premiere Pro. When I do that way, I can now do one for, let's say, I hand it over to someone who's really skilled in Final Cut Pro. I know someone who does that and edits all the time. I can give them all the footage, and they know, here's the beginning, here's the end product, and they create that course from the beginning to end in Final Cut Pro the exact same way with the exact same result. And then I do it for HitFilm, I do it for DaVinci Resolve, I do it for Vegas, and obviously LumaFusion. That's the idea on how to get all these different editors with the same result. That's my idea, and I just need to do it. But I don't know. I mean, if I do this course, somebody comes along and goes, you know, if I spend 2 months or whatever, probably that long, doing that course, I charge $39 for it, and I have 2 people sign up. That doesn't keep the lights on. But that's a good idea. How to maximize old cameras. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I have a probably one of the oldest DSLRs, not the oldest, but that someone would use. I still have my Canon T3i, which is a 600D. Shoots 1080. Doesn't have all eye. It's a good camera. You can shoot video with it. You can maximize that. That's a good idea. I could use videos on organizing myself around video editing efficiently. That would probably be like the Premiere course, Premiere Pro course, or any editor course. Yes, that's a great idea. Thank you. I tried looking up C-Star, but couldn't find what you were talking about. Here, let me do this. I love these things, dude. I'm like, seriously. I love these. And the problem why you couldn't find it is because you're using a C. If you go here, boop. Let me just go there. Maybe I'll just show it to you. Let's go to B&H. Mine are all mounted, so unfortunately, let's go over here. Boop. This dude right here. So what happens is this bottom piece right here mounts on your tripod or whatever. Then, like you see that top thing? So what happens is this dude mounts on the bottom of the tripod, and it could be a 3/8 or a quarter. This guy mounts on your camera or whatever or even your rig or your cage or however you want to do it. And of course, it has a 3/8 and a quarter on it. So it doesn't matter what you do. And then I wish they showed something. Maybe they show a video here. I don't know. Video unavailable. That's awesome, B&H. And then what happens is this guy just comes along. This is on your camera. You just lie it down. You go click, and it clicks in. And then you grab this and you twist it like a quarter turn, and boop, and it removes. That's the C-stars. They're freaking awesome. I don't. Oh, well, I show it right there. That's actually my photo. Yeah, look at that. I got 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have 4 of these. Do I? I guess I do. I guess I got 4 of these. They're freaking awesome. They're just awesome. They're small enough to where for most cameras, I don't want to unplug that camera. Even that little ZV-1 is sitting up there. For most cameras, yeah, I don't want to unplug that. Nope, I don't want to unplug that. But for most cameras, it fits, except for these little small ones. It doesn't interfere with the battery door. It's awesome. I can go on and on about this, and I'll just stop that because I'm way behind in the comments. Where did I lose this? Welcome back. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, can I search in here? Boop. See. No, I can't. That blows. Maybe I can do it over here. What happens if I did this? Find. Oh, look at that. Star. Boop. 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 Oh, I think okay. Well, that didn't work, but that's kind of cool. Let's back up. I need to catch up on these comments, and then I need to let you guys get on with Halloween. Yee. Banana. I started the code. Oh, yep, went there. It was in here. Light bulb. The chat could change things on the stream more engaging, and you could create cool interactive to allow people to control in real-time animations, etc. Also, that'd be neat, man. Let me know when it's ready for release, and I'll steal it. Light bulbs. Light bulb. Can lights with 100-watt LED bulbs are awesome. I want affiliate links. Thank you. We went through all this. Oh, yeah, we went through all this. Awesome, dudes. C-Star. There's the link for that. Yeah, you're spelling it wrong. I don't know. I don't like this name. I'm going to talk to these guys and get, well, a billion. Tips for shooting outdoors, especially when it's not optimal. Lighting, wind, rain. Dave Clark, which we know nothing about in NW. We've done this before. You say NW and I say, I don't remember what that, Northwest? Yeah. I don't do a lot of shooting outdoors. I used to, but I don't do a lot of shooting outdoors right now because, well, welcome to 2020, but that's a good idea. It just bombed. There it is. When you started things with OBS, it is impossible to stop creating things with it. You will have endless courses for OBS. Yep, alien here. Can newt spell thingy. Yeah, I mean, this course, this course would not be possible if it weren't for Nay at Interactive DNA. He turned me onto this, onto OBS. I've been through, I'm not going to go through all that. I owe the guy a lot, and it's not like, wow, he showed me all this stuff on OBS, and now I'm making money in it. You can make a freaking course for $39, biatches. Sorry. I want to get this information out to everyone, and I have a fairly large audience and can do it. When you start doing it, like when you get through this course, you're going to be amazed. It'd be like video, like when you start doing video, and then later on you're sitting here like, wow, I can do this, and I can do green screen, and I can do this, and I can add animations, and I can add this, and I can have things moving out, and I can just touch buttons, and it just doesn't stop. It's like a whole system, which is why I'm saying here's how you build it from bottom up in basic filmmaker terms so you can understand it. I want people who don't know OBS or want to learn more about it. I mean, if you're like an OBS expert, you're a gaming channel and everything else, okay, fine. You know, whatever. Go watch a couple of videos and learn something new. This takes you from the bottom up. Here we go. We won't tell your wife if you make another free course. She will say, hey, what you working on? And I'll say, I'm working on a course for affiliates. Oh, really? Well, when is that going to be done? Well, probably a couple of weeks, maybe a month. Oh, yeah. If you decided how much you're charging for it, that face will occur, which I have no control over apparently. And she'll be like, wow, dude. See, you got to realize my wife is the best person I know on planet Earth. I'm not saying there aren't better people. She's the best person I know on planet Earth. And I've said this before. If you paid me $1 billion to not see my wife again, or you said you're going to, or you can spend the rest of eternity with her standing in a cesspool of crap, I would pick eternity just like that. That's how much I love this lady. And we have fun. We always have for 39 years. But I realize she let me jump off a cliff. And then I died. And then she collected the insurance. And now I'm back. It's Halloween. Boo. She let me do what I wanted to do, which was dump clients and jobs and well-paying things and everything else. I went, I really want to do the university and the YouTube thing full-time. I think I can make it work financially. I want to do it full-time. And she went, go for it. You know, it'll be painful for a year, maybe more, but go for it. So, you know, she's got skin in the game on this thing. She doesn't push it. She doesn't, you know, oh, you're terrible. She just doesn't do that. But, you know, when she says, well, how much are you charging for it? And I go, well, she gets that look in her eye like, in a look in her eye that says, you know, hey, in a year, you're going to be looking back going, why didn't I listen to you? Anyway, I use GE 1600 lumens, 100-watt with daylight cover, 5,000 LED bulbs. Yeah, you can buy these on Amazon. You can go to Lowe's. You can go to Home Depot. You can go wherever. I don't even know what the wattage is on these. It's really low because I'm using it as a backlight. They're called U-Light CH or something. I can't read the little numbers. Hey, you know what I could do. Anyway, they're low wattage. But yeah, you get a couple can lights and a couple 100 light bulbs and just play with a 3-point lighting system. That's it. Just put one back there of the clamp and a clamp over there and a clamp over there or something on the wall on the door and play with it. Oh, it looks harsh. Okay, well, dim one down. Like, okay, they're like this. Well, I need a key light here and I need a fill light over here. We'll just push that one back, like double the distance and hang it far away. Or get something that is not going to light on fire. LEDs don't get hot, you know, and put some paper over it. I mean, you could like totally rig a pretty legit lighting system for about $20, $30 at the most, and then play with the lights and play with the depth and play with putting, you know, filters. There's names for these things. Over the lights and play with the backlight. Play with, maybe you put a colored light and then go grab some lights. I mean, for $50, you could set up a whole studio and play with this stuff and learn this stuff and get your camera working and the depth working. And then you're sitting there for $50 and you have a whole lighting system and you're like, wow, that looks pretty good. Then go off and buy all the expensive crap. Walter, a course on how to look sexy holding a camera. Walter, you are one good-looking guy. I've seen your videos, way better looking than me, so I'll let you make that course because I don't. If you guys think this looks sexy, I question your judgment. Gene Waddle, I always buy you a cup of coffee anytime I take a first. I know. Gene is awesome. A lot of you guys have bought courses. Some of you, a few people have bought courses that I know they don't need. Or I think they don't need. Thank you. And there are quite a few people who just made a donation, just off the cuff. Here you go, boop. And I really, really appreciate that. The reason why I don't call you out, and the reason why I don't send you an email saying woo, and the reason why I don't say, hey, Gene Waddle always buys me a cup of coffee, that's a donation on my courses, is because the few times I did that, the people on the other end did not appreciate it. They didn't want to be called out. They didn't want to say, oh, look, Joe Blow went up and gave me $9. They didn't want that. It was a donation. So to be safe, and because I don't have the time to go, do you want me to say something about you or do you not want me to say? I don't say anything, and I apologize if that's not cool with you, but, you know. 2-pack of lights. Let's see what you're looking at here. This is what Captain Jack is looking at. And here you go. GE lighting refresh, 17 watt, 100 watt replacement, 6 lumen, that's nice. 2-pack for $20. Yeah, this is about kind of like the same ones I have. Use in playrooms. 1600 lumens, 500K daylight. This looks good, man. Yeah. See, now this is one of those things. You go out and you spend $21 for a 2-pack, or you're like, well, I could get 6 Amazon Basics, and they're bleh, but they're non-bleh, whatever. Don't do that. I mean, unless you want to. Hey, these are cool, man. I'm gonna add them to my cart. Boom. It's added. How about that? We can get rid of that, and we can get rid of that, and then we can have dark again. Because right now, dark is cool. Let's keep going through the comments. I should wrap this up. Captain Jack, they were talking about mics, yada yada. They have a long table, 14 chairs on a hardwood table. Now I need to read this comment. Use 2 of them back to back for a long table. Put a foam pad under them to absorb sound or vibration from the table. Good start. I lost the track. Oh, there's the C stars. I gotta roll through these. It's after 10. I'm giving with DaVinci Resolve. I like the idea of a lifetime payment. Where'd it go? Oh no. I like the idea of a lifetime payment. Sometimes keeping up with so many subscriptions doesn't make sense financially. Yeah. Do what you do. Use what you use. Use DaVinci. Use Premiere Pro. Use HitFilm. Use whatever you want. If you can produce videos with that and it works for you, just use that. For me, I pay the $5.98 or whatever it is for Adobe, but realize I get Premiere Pro and I get After Effects and I get Photoshop and I get Audition and on down the line. So I get all that stuff for that subscription, and I'm willing to pay them in exchange for what they give me so I can produce what I produce. So just use what you want. Subscriptions, yeah. Sunrise Media. Oh, I still have a Nikon Coolpix. Nice, dude. I'm surprised you don't have one of those square things with the old cameras and you know, with the flash and you add the stuff in there. It goes poof. Captain Jack, I'll forward your suggestion to the IT guy. I like the idea of adding foam pads. Yeah, this is great. You guys are figuring out. Talk about old cameras. I just got a Panasonic G7 for $180. 4K and super clean video for live streaming. Also came with a lens adapter to use with any lens. I got a Canon lens. Nice, dude. That's sweet. Just saw this in a speaker's newsletter. I get SM content. Looks intriguing. I'm not going there right now. 100% agree with you. Iran, I just like to buy one version and upgrade years later when I think I'm ready. Yeah. I already talked about that. Hey, whatever works for you. Captain Jack, can I clip the C-Star to the shoulder strap on my camera backpack? I believe so. As long as you have, let's say you got a camera strap, as long as you have a way to attach the base, the base has it's round and the base has a 3/8, and you can put in a quarter adapter. As long as to that strap, you have a way to stick and twist that on and tighten it down on the C-Stars, absolutely. Then you could just click it on, twist it, and pull it off. There are other solutions for that. where you can slide things on for camera straps and stuff like that. Like if you have a Ready, I think it's called a Ready strap, you can get certain connectors and stuff like that for photography and hefting stuff around. The reason why I do Sea Stars, because again, I have a tripod there with that camera. I can flip it off there. I can put it up there. I can put it over there. I can put it on my jib. I can put it on my other tripod. I can put it on my other tripod. I can put it on my monopod. That camera, any of the cameras. And I just go click, click, and I'm done. I don't have to mess. So I think it would work. I haven't tried it. Maybe I'll try it. Interactive. I'm glad you were helping a lot of people with OBS. I'm trying, dude. It's kind of like a pay it forward, although you know I need money to eat, keep lights on. I'm trying. Sean, I'm digging Kevin's OBS course, getting the foundation sorted out. Great start. Yeah. Nay taught me a lot of this stuff. There's some things that Nay didn't teach me that I found out. I'm not saying there's something wrong with Nay. He probably already knows that. And what I'm doing is I'm taking all the knowledge that I have, because Nay just like takes a fire hose and shoots you in the face with it. Not in a bad way. He just knows a lot. So I'm taking all that information so someone new to this and the way I teach, I can go, here's how you build things up. And at the end, they're like, wow, I'm a badass, aren't I? For people who already know all about this stuff, like I explain the whole setup. Here's what an HDMI, there's like a graphic I do at one of these. And there are a lot of people that take this course and go, wow, I didn't know, like it was always complex to me and I didn't know what this was all about. So thank you. That's what I do. That's what I've always tried to do. In fact, let me go over here. Let's do this. Because this, some people, I get actually upbraided or chided for not doing things like this. And from some people here, actually. There you go. There's the OBS course. There, I did my duty. I did my duty. I did my duty. I did a duty. Oh, that's white. Bye-bye. Excuse me. I'm going to wrap this up soon. You guys are awesome. Let me just scroll through these comments. I'm glad you're helping a lot of people with OBS. Kevin, may I suggest to keep your disguise from now on? It's a huge improvement. Pierre, I wish you could like these or give a thumbs up or something on these comments. That's awesome. I'm going to kill you guys. I'm digging Kevin's OBS course. Thank you. Captain Jack, OBS old bullshit. That's funny. It's not funny. It's funny. I agreed, but add to that red lip. I almost went there. I have a part of my stuff over there that I used to do. Anyway, whatever. I can't go into some stuff. I have a drawer with makeup kits with lipstick and blush and you can, stuff and shiny heads and how to handle all that and girls and lipsticky stuff and coverage and everything else. I was tempted. But I went over and I put this wig on about 5-10 minutes before and said, that's enough. Captain Jack, lol. We're going to keep going, and I'm going to go quick, and then I'm going to end this thing because it's going long. Very cheap 100 thread or less bed sheets work great for diffusing lights. Absolutely. I've seen professionals use them in a pinch or in daily use. They even outperform some pro diffusers. Yeah. Yeah, you can have sheets. They make these. They're like $5 or $20 or whatever. They make those large. It's bigger than here. Let's pretend this is 4 foot wide. They make these round things and they fold up into a little bag and you open them and sometimes you unzip them and they have like one or two. They'll have a white. Okay. Some people refer to it as a scrim. Just don't go there. What happens is you have a light and you can actually move that on a light stand or whatever, front and back, to diffuse light. Or you can use a sheet, or you can use like they used to call them like doilies or whatever. Anyway, they're these almost like satin little napkins or whatever. They're fancy schmancy, and they're almost see-through, and you can actually put those in front of the light. There's so many ways to do that. Man, you could like learn this stuff. OBS has facilitated so many gamers to make a living streaming that OBS has become like WordPress. Dude, these gamers, I used to play games, but I don't anymore because it was just a time bandit. And I just don't have the time. But some of these gamers, I watch some of these gamers live streaming. I don't get it. I wish I had a gaming channel. On the one hand, I think about it and go, oh, yeah, well, I'm gaming Halo. And then all of a sudden, Halo doesn't work anymore or just stops making Halo. And then I'm kind of screwed. But you could move. Anyway, I watch some of these gamers and I'm sitting there watching them. They're just playing games or down in a little corner and they're playing games and having fun and everything else. And there's like $50, $100, $250, $75 like sitting there live chat. I'm like, what the hell? Kids using their mom's credit card. Selton. Did I miss anything important? Selton. I answered your question. No, I lost my place. I answered your question about the lenses, so you missed that. I'm not going to do that again. Power Director, there's another one. Power Director. That's another one that you could use. Ravenwolf, actually, I have a dozen old cameras from the 30s to the 60s. Remember flash bulbs? Yeah. Dave Clark, I think Power Director 18 is the best editor to edit, faster render, and you get everything you need. Yeah, I don't know. There are all sorts of opinions. I'm not going to go into this. Sony, Nikon, Olympus, on and on and on. What's the best camera? Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, Power Director 18, hit film, yada, yada. There's all sorts of different opinions on this. A lot of it depends on your system, what you're willing to pay. I don't even go there. If you like Power Director 18, use it. If you can make videos doing that, woohoo! I've had a long love of Adobe products since Photoshop #4. I even used to live across the canal from their headquarters in Fremont. Wow. But over the years, they pissed me off way too much. I've since divested. Yeah, you could do that. Go ahead and divest. Canon pissed me off. I love Canon, and I still love their cameras. They pissed me off. I didn't like what they did, so I moved to Sony. It's your choice. You're the buyer. Use what you want. Use what you need. But let me just say this again. On the one hand, you can DIY a lot of stuff, but hey, if you're going to go out and you're going to get, I don't know, a microphone, you're like, well, this one's $98. I can get cheap from Joe, whatever company, but for $120, which is $40 more, I can get the Rode. Just stop it. Quit buying crap. Or if you buy crap knowing you're buying crap and you're going to bleed it for everything you can get out of it. So when you upgrade to the next thing, which is not crap, you're going to be amazed and you're going to know how to use it. That's my suggestion. Michael. We're almost at the end of the comments, which means I'm almost ready to cut out of here because it's been an hour and a half again. I lose time. It's not that I want to do these like 50 minutes, like 55 minutes. I lose track of the time, but I get with people. I'm like, woohoo, I love you guys. I got more out of this than you can imagine with your questions and your answers and your suggestions. A ton. I thank you for that. But we're going to end soon. I'm surprised no one mentioned Sean Connery. So sad. The best James Bond has left us. Yeah, I don't get into that. Thank you, Michael. Kudos to Sean Connery. He's awesome. Best James Bond, great actor and everything else. I just don't get in. I don't get into somebody died, because what happens is then I get pummeled with, and this person died, and this person died, and this person died. I'm not chiding you for saying something. Just want to let you know my opinion. I don't talk about the coronavirus stuff. I don't talk about the bad news. I don't talk what's happening in the world. Enough, because I just had enough of that, and I think everybody else. So I don't want to hear it. Again, I'm not chiding you. He's a good dude. There's a link. I met him when I had a business in London. I think he was the best 007. Totally agree with you, man. He was the best. I don't have ideas for new stuff. Gene Waddle, I'd like you to do, but I appreciate what's already there. Thanks. I know that doesn't help. No, that does help. Hey, I'm okay with, I'm not very good at accepting praise, and I need to work on that. But it's nice. I mean, my YouTube channel, both of them, although I joke around about getting slammed and bad comments and everything else, it's rare. University, I have not had a single person over there come and say your course sucks or I want my money back, with the exception of some kid who used his mom's credit card without telling her. I was like, boom, money back instantly. And one lady, but it was weird. And all I've gotten was just like good comments and support. My heart, I almost get teary-eyed. I'm so freaking lucky because of you guys. You guys. You met him. Totally agree. I don't have ideas for new stuff. Yeah, Jane. Since there are tons of things that you can be motivated. You can talk about anything, about whatever, and people will watch. Everyone has a story to tell. Yeah, that's true. I think I just got to the almost end of the comments. Aaron, I buy crap that can grow with me for years if possible. Buy one good thing once, and that's it. It's two ways to go, man. There really is. I mean, when I started this channel going, I'm going to use what the lowest common denominator, because, you weren't shooting with phones 8 years ago, which was a little T3i and a little Zoom H1, the old version. And I started with that. And what I did was I bled every ounce out of that Zoom H1. I wasn't sitting there looking at higher gear. I went, how do I do this? Do I use a 96? Do I use 48? Do I use 44? What happens when I do this? How do I set the levels? How do I do this? I bled every ounce I could out of that Zoom H1. Wasn't a pro at the time. And then when I moved to the next level, which was a Zoom H4n. And then I bled that thing to death. And then I moved to the H6 and I bled that thing to death and dialed it in. And now I'm sitting here with a Mix Pre 3. This is money. It was $100 for the H1, maybe more. It was $300 for the H2n. It was, at the time, a little over $400 for the H6. And the Mix Pre 3 is almost $700, and I bought two. The reason why I bought two is because there's one in here, there's one in here, and I'm done. I don't need to go out and search for better audio. Could I get better audio? Yeah, but there's this diminishing return. Could I be using a Schoeps shotgun mic? Sure, I could. I don't need to. I got the Rode NTG3. I got some DD mics. I got the Shure SM7B. I'm done. I don't need more mics. So you can go that way, or you could just go, I'm just going to go buy the Mix Pre 3 2 or whatever. I'm doing live streaming. Let's say I'm going to buy the Mix Pre 3 2. I'm going to buy the Shure SM7B or something similar. And now I'm going to have my audio down. I don't have to worry about it. Either way you want to go. You'll learn a lot moving up. But just as long as you're buying something cheap, you buy a cheap $12 lapel mic and it's going to sound like crap, and it's going to go into your cheap camera and it's going to sound like crap. Well, learn how to manage that and get everything you can out of it to the best of your ability. That way, when you upgrade, that's the way to go. Or just drop the coin, because you'll save a lot of money in the end. It really is your choice. Anyway, that's my opinion. There you go. I'm almost done here. We got to do it. Bad comments on university courses equals didn't watch or use any of the information. I've never got a bad comment on all those courses. Like, not one. I think it's 50-50. I think it's because of me, and I don't mean that arrogantly. I think because I spend a ton of time. Like, I could be one of those dudes, and I won't mention any names, where you're on Udemy or whatever. I could just kick out courses, and here's another course, and here's another course, and here's another one, and another one, and another one. I take a lot of time. Like this OBS course, I could have kicked this thing out in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But I do this thing where I go, and I don't know if I'm always successful, where someone's going to start into this course, and by the time they're done, they need to be able to do the thing I'm showing them and be satisfied that they learned something. That's where all the effort goes. You heard me. I deleted 12 videos on the OBS course and remade them 2 or 3 times until I went, okay, this path works. I had one lady. In all the 6 years I've been running this university, one lady went into the new YouTube Academy course, and she went, these are things that are already posted on YouTube, and I don't see the value. That's the only person. So what I did was I went into, because I can do this, and I don't ever do this. I was just curious. I went into, and she watched 2 minutes of the first intro video, 2 minutes in the next section, and then something else, like maybe a minute or two in the next section. So I wrote her back and I said, hey, I will refund your money that fast. I'd kind of like to know why you want a refund for the course. And she said, well, I didn't get anything from it, and I didn't see the value of it. All this stuff exists on YouTube. Come on, everything exists on YouTube. My value is not telling you what's all over YouTube. My value is not spending 5 years trying to search all this crap. So she came back, or then I sent her another email. And I said, I was looking into this, and you didn't really watch much of this. And I'm not trying to talk you out of, because the minute she saw that, I wanted to give her money that fast. Get out of here. See you later. I don't want you anywhere near me, because she's whatever she's doing. She said, yeah, it's just not for me and anything. So I just refunded the money. She didn't watch. She didn't pay attention. I don't know what she was thinking. Anyway, wasn't that awesome? I bought cheap gear first, and I've upgraded since. Yeah. Pete Hellis, I second you for your intention to add a sound chat. May I suggest with Curtis? You're talking about the YouTube weekly sessions that I do? Is that what you're talking about, Pierre? I think that's what you're talking about. Well, let's see what happens with the YouTube Academy chat this week. I think every beginner should start with good cheap gear to see if what they're doing is enjoyable. That way they later learn if they don't like their project and they haven't invested too much money. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, again, if you're going to start with cheap, crappy gear, you need to flip the switch up here and go, I'm buying cheap, crappy gear. I'm not going to get good quality. It's not going to look like this. It's not going to sound like this. I know I'm buying into crap. But I want to learn this crappy gear to see if I like doing the process, not the result. And if I do, then I'm going to jump into it. From that viewpoint, yeah. But people who buy crappy gear and go, I don't know, and I don't like it anymore because I can't make good videos, I think that's deadly. It's a shame. Sorry, Kevin, got to check out early. Hey, man, thanks for joining us, Michael. I really appreciate it. Stay safe, and we'll see you Wednesday. Sean, see you, Michael. Later, Michael. Photographer, have a great weekend. Yes, sir. Sounds like buyer's remorse. You will always get some of that. Yes, and at this point, I'm going to end the stream because I went over again. I go over, and I go over because I've already said this a bazillion times. I go over because I like talking to you guys, and I just lose track of time. I'm just like, I just lose track of time. Let me grab this link here. I just lose track of time talking to you guys. It's like I get together, my wife's like, oh, we're going to get together with these whatever people and blah, 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 blah. And come to find out, I go to the party, and I'm like, oh, that's fun. And, she can't get me out of there because I'm having fun and doing stuff with people and enjoying it. Anyway, that's my deal. So, yeah, y'all have a good one. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the information. I really appreciate the information about what you need and want. I do consider it. I do look at it. You know my email. You always know you can contact me. You always know you can ask me stuff. Yeah, just thank you to Beyond and Back. I really appreciate you guys. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. We'll see you all Wednesday at the Zoom session if you're in the new YouTube Academy. Hopefully I'll have my sound person in there. And thank you guys. Check it out. Have a great day. Have a great Halloween. And we'll see you later.